But presentation is at most important. Okay, presentation is important because for small errors and all, they are deducting huge marks. Okay, so I will show you one example of one student, what has happened to him. See this, 7A, there was an intermediate question. Okay, so it is related to interest computation, and in that interest computation, what he did is that due date of filing GSTR 3B for January is 20th February. If 3B filed within the due date, then not filed within the due date. See the presentation, what he did. Due date of file GSTR 3B for the month of January 2024 is 20th February 2024. If the GSTR 3B filed within due date, okay, and if any short of amount, it should pay interest at 18% per annum. So interest 16,000 into 18% into 29 by 366. So he did the computation. Interest 228.19, 230. How 228.19 will be 230? I don't know what round off it is. He did that. If the GSTR month 3B for the month of January has been filed belatedly in March 20, then 12,000. We discussed this like interest computation. This is into 18 into 29 by 366, 171. Interest 170, round off, because this student have actually followed income tax rounding off. Actually for income tax, it should be rounded off to the nearest 10 rupees. Like that he did this. Now, this was a 5 marks question. 5 marks question. They gave only 1 mark. 1 mark. 7A only 1 mark. That's what? 7A on the top you see. 7A 1 mark in that first step. Thereafter step 2 he didn't get. Same thing another student has written. So written for the January, filed on 20th February, shortfall was of 16,000, shortfall paid with return of February on March 20, period of delay 29 days. So interest 16,000 into 18%, 29 by 360 is 228.1967, round off to 228. 3 marks there itself. Another part, okay, another part. So in case if the return for the month of January was filed belatedly, then the interest would have been leviable on the amount of shortfall paid through cash ledger. Calculation of interest shortfall paid through cash ledger, period of delay 29 days, 171. So 171 rounded off 2, 3 plus 2, 5 out of 5. Same answer only, sir. Same answer only. The student also wrote same answer only. The student also wrote same answer only. But what is a mistake? Rounding of error. For rounding of error, 4 marks they deducted. Also presentation was not proper. He did not compute from which date to which date. He did not compute that, which date to which date. Number of days he did not write. Just they have taken. Whether the student has copied from the next student or really they have written. It's clueless. So, okay, 1 mark they have given. You wrote, okay, take 1 mark like that. Same thing, actually that is what I am telling you. You see the effort, he has put every effort. Presentation not proper, 4 marks lost. And another student, see how beautifully they have written. Clearly everything. I taught how to write, and the same way they are writing it, presenting it, interest rounded off, period of delay, like that. And how many marks? 5 out of 5. You understood? This 4 marks makes a big difference, and this student for 35 marks got 31.5. 15 marks is MCQ. 15 out of 15 this student got. Okay, so today only she messaged, he, I don't know. So he only, Kartikeya. Say this, MCQ, marks obtained in section B, OMR, 15 out of 15. Okay, 15 out of 15. And in terms of descriptive, so that image also I have shown you na, 35, 31.5 out of 35, which means 15 plus 31.5, 46.5 out of 50. You know, this student, what they attended, I really got shocked. I attended your 5-day revision batch at Mylapore Fine Arts Club only because of you. I scored 68 in taxation, sir. Okay. So, therefore, that's what I am telling. Presentation is important. It's not how much you learn. Don't just write casually. Write properly. That's where you will be able to get good marks. Okay. So, that student focused on GST, that 5 days. Income tax somehow managed, 68 marks in taxation, exemption. Okay. So, 46.5 and 68 means some 21.5 in income tax. 13 from MCQ. You understood? So, means MCQ scored little bit and in descriptive may not got that many marks. It's okay. So, that's what. Why I am telling you this? Because not just knowing the answer. I gave you an example, both the students knows the answer, but that student who presented got good marks and that student who did not focus on presentation lost. And that student marks I showed you na, that person in 4 marks he lost the aggregate. Had this 4 marks he got, he will be completing. So, his score is like somewhere 50s in tax and first paper is somewhere in 40s, third paper also in 40s. So, 4 marks aggregate gone. He is telling, sir, if I get that 4 marks, I will clear a group, sir, and because of which I lost. Okay. So, he is telling me, can I get 4 marks here? That question he showed me and can I get? You can apply for re-evaluation, but I don't know to what extent whether they get or not, because ICAI don't have the habit of giving, you know, marks and all. So, at that case, so but see how it is going to play with our life. Be careful in this. And some students said they are not giving step marks and all. Nothing of that sort. Step marks are given. I showed you na, step 1, step 2 like that. So, step marks are also given. Okay, fine.